Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right-doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make sense. Hi everyone. Welcome to our Meet Me in the Field, another green patch sidebar series on meditation. As you might remember, or maybe not, in the last episode, Jaco committed to a meditation routine and to give us feedback on how that has gone for him. Jaco did unfortunately not manage to get into a meditation routine at all, but he did do some meditation. To his defense, I have to say that he has really been busy with work the last few weeks. He is going on sabbatical for this coming semester, so there was a lot to be dealt with in this regard. But he did manage to get some meditation done, and this is his feedback. This podcast is supported by the first layer, the 12-step workbook on working through the 12 steps in any addiction in 21 sessions. There is also a 24-day step coaching and counseling program available based on the first layer. For more information in this regard, go to www.freddy.org.za and click through from the notices at the right of the homepage. Sit back and enjoy. Good evening, Jaco. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm very happy to hear that. Jaco, we have a very, very specific aim for this chat tonight.
Yes.
A while ago, we had a conversation about meditation, and you committed to a meditation practice, to try meditation and to see how it works and to come and...
May I just say at this point that you could replace all of that with the sentence, "Hi Jaco, 4 weeks ago you committed to try meditation. How's it going?"
And how am I going to fill up this time slot?
I don't know.
See, if you're a counselor, you realize you have to fill 50 minutes.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm not paying you, so may as well be brief.
Question number 1.
Yes.
Have you meditated since our last conversation?
Yes.
Question number 2. How many times have you meditated?
About 7.
Okay.
Which is terrible. I mean, it's been 4 weeks.
Is it that long already?
Since the last recording.
Oh,
Maybe I said in the recording I'd only start in 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah, I tried to push you to start that Monday.
Yeah, but I think I made a kind of non-committal.
Yeah, well, you went
so let's say it's been 3 weeks and I've only listened. So that's 1 in 3 days.
Okay. What type of meditation practice have you embraced?
I have tried to be really open-minded.
Yep.
I've not had any negative feelings going into it. And all 7 times I put on a guided meditation off that app you told me when I went to bed. So It's been sleep meditation every single time.
And were they guided meditation in terms of voices like that?
Little background music,
someone's
voice speaking.
Telling you to breathe and to relax.
Sometimes,
and to
yes.
Visualize. Were there any visualized meditations?
A couple, I think 2 or 3 maybe. Try to get you to visualize.
Okay. And did you manage to?
Not at all.
Oh.
I am so bad when people say, imagine you're on a beach. My mind falls into a pit. I cannot see a beach anywhere close by. I mean, it's like someone says, try not to think of the elephant.
Yeah.
Or an elephant. You know, it's all I think about. And so somebody says, think of a beach. That's the one thing I cannot picture in my mind. You're lying on the sand. It's just impossible. So I think I may have a really bad imagination.
Okay.
I'll tell you a big secret that I don't think I've told you before. But my sexual fantasy, if somebody says, tell me about a sex, it's always been exactly the same scenario for at least 10, maybe 20 years. I cannot imagine, that's how long it takes me to build up an image in my mind. Which is odd, because I do feel I'm a really imaginative person, but maybe it's more focused on words and wordplay and puzzle solving than on visual stimulation or visual imagination.
Because you're quite creative in your in the way you speak and
I think I'm
it's
artistic.
lack creativity.
No, I don't think so. And if somebody says create a piece of art, I think I could do it. I could be really not good at it, but I'll give it a bash and
Good bash.
And I think I've got a nice sense of what is appropriate and not. So I feel artistically, if somebody said make a painting, I'd not be afraid of that.
Okay.
I'd take it on.
Something that I won't be able to do at all.
But just in my mind, if somebody says picture this in your mind, I can't do that at all.
Freaky.
Having said that, I mean, the other parts of the guided meditation went really well. I do follow the instructions. I breathe properly. I relax. And I really relax. And I found them really helpful. I mean, I think there were 2 of the 5. One was so irritating. I was irritated by the woman's voice that I switched it off. I couldn't.
One gets that sometimes. But what I do with myself is I say, I can't do this. And then I tell myself, work on your acceptance.
Yes.
Work on your open-mindedness. Focus on the message, not the messenger. So I really I force myself to try and get the message. To just ignore. It's difficult.
But somewhere there must be a line. If somebody in a really screechy voice with a Russian accent told you to relax.
I will still push through.
You would.
In the spirit of acceptance, of open-mindedness, of focus on the message, not the messenger. I'll push through because that's what I try to.
Do you have no line? You have no line. You'll take anything, any punishment to relax. See, I won't.
I might find that the person really has a strong message, and that I might miss the message because I don't like the voice. Maybe it's a bit of FOMO.
Yes, maybe it is. Maybe it's a case of...
Or maybe I'm just really spiritual and I focus on the acceptance and all those stuff.
Maybe you're really codependent.
Well, that I am.
No, there are so many of these meditations available, and if I don't like one person's voice, I'd rather just not waste time and switch to someone else's. I mean, the very first one, I wish I could... I haven't found how to repeat a meditation yet. Somehow they seem lost.
I haven't figured it out as well. They all lie in the same sequence on the app.
Yeah.
So if you did the second sleep one, it could be good to try and remember the name of the person whom you meditated to.
Well, that was weeks ago.
And you also get into bed and you're tired, so you want to...
Yeah, you don't pay attention to
that. Yeah.
But the very first one was so good. It was really the best. But the others have been equally good. I mean, they really helped.
So you do feel you relax a bit more, and you do fall asleep easier? Sooner,
yeah, much
quicker?
more easily, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Part of it, I think I mentioned it yesterday as well, is that I'm very focused. So if I focus on work, I am not distracted. Even though there's podcast playing in the background, or that's just like having the radio on in the background. In some sense, it's almost white noise. So I focus, but when I go to bed, there's nothing to focus on, and that's when all the intrusive thoughts come in and keep me awake. And putting on a radio program at that point, or this meditation, may be what helps me to focus on something else, something specific. And in the case of meditation, if it also tells you to relax and all that,
you actually focus on falling asleep, and then you do fall asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I truly envy people who can lay their head on the pillow and then be gone.
So you envy me.
Oh, absolutely. I cannot understand. It's incomprehensible to me. Having said that, in the afternoon when I take a nap, I do the same. I put my head down and I pretend that I'm listening to something on the radio, what have you, but I'm asleep within seconds. So.
I think in all the years we've slept together, I can remember once where I was still talking to you and you were gone, and that was the other night at Mandy's.
Yes.
I still wanted to talk to you, and you would just go. It was wonderful. It was really.
I don't often fall asleep within half an hour.
Oh wow, no.
And I've lain awake for 2 hours and more. And it's very concerning. But I must tell you that I still think my meditation was a failure. I didn't do what I really wanted to do, which is to do it in the mornings. Never got around to that. Do other kinds of meditation.
Why not? What's been the barrier?
You know me, when I open my eyes in the morning, I'm wide awake and out of bed, and I'm in front of the computer, reading emails or catching up stuff.
He rolls out of bed and he starts working.
Yes. So that's been my routine for a long time. I don't linger in bed.
Unlike me, that lingers for 3 hours before the day
Well, I'd love
starts.
to linger with you, but you don't linger. You've got your morning routine. So you don't lull around in bed either. You think you do. You're relaxing in bed.
I'm there for a reason.
But you spend exactly 34 minutes reading Twitter or what, some news thing. And then there are 7 minutes in the moon. You know, everything is planned out.
Very, very
I don't feel there's any space for me there. Otherwise, I would hang around. So
I freak out if somebody calls me in the morning. You're breaking my routine.
well, you can switch off your phone. It's you who are codependent to.
Well, part of my routine is to meditate with my phone on. Because
Well, find an alternative. You can. I'm sure you can. Must find out if that app works on a iPad
I'm sure it will.
or some other phone.
So,
I was going to say. Sorry, I was
so
going to
why
say
can't
that.
you get to your desk and meditate quickly before you start work? Do you feel you're going to... Are you too excited to start work?
I am. Yes, I think I'm too charged up. You know, maybe in the night I've had ideas. I have lots of ideas at night that I want to write down immediately and see if they pan out and see if they work. But I also feel that it's the wrong space. I don't want to meditate in my office ever. I think I should be in a tranquil place.
Yeah.
It's so much easier when you go away on holiday or just somewhere else for a weekend because you're out of your normal routine, but you're also out of your normal environment. And the physical environment makes it easier or harder sometimes to follow your routine or to do something else.
I mean, I think back fondly on the 2 days that I meditated on the beach in Thailand when I was there that once, and Riverview, we sat meditating outside, and the birds were, those bird sounds, I just got completely pulled away by them. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm going to give it another bash. I say it to myself all the time, but I think from next week, my routine will be much more relaxed. Nothing more to, nothing more. Everything is kind of being cleaned up this week.
Okay.
Admin-wise and work-wise.
And you didn't feel the need to meditate every night? Did you only meditate the nights that your head was very busy, or what made you decide? Was that the deciding factor?
Yeah.
Why I'm just meditating?
Yeah, if I was too tired, and I thought it may be that I'd already lain awake 2 hours, gone back to work, and then only come back at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I knew I'd fall asleep because I'm exhausted.
Okay.
But that's not the right way to fall asleep if you're exhausted.
Because what I've started doing now is, within 5 minutes of lying in bed, if I don't fall asleep, I realize that something on my brain, or because I watch quite a lot of short movies, short films lately before I go to bed. If one of them kind of upset me or it carries emotions, and I immediately, within 5 minutes, I put Insight Timer on, earphones in my ear, and I fall asleep like that very, very quickly again.
Yeah,
it's an amazing tool to
teaching your body also to do that, to respond to it in that way, which is great. I've always had terrible sleep routine hygiene. I don't relax before bed. I'll drink coffee. I'll have a snack. I'll not relax. I'll be working up until the
because you physically get up from your desk and brush your teeth and get into bed.
Yes.
So all the stuff that you were busy working with is still there.
Yeah, but often it's not the work I worry about in bed. It's more like playing out scenarios of what's going to happen, what happened in the past, or what's going to happen tomorrow in the future. Playing through conversations.
So you must do a few meditations about being in the moment. teaching yourself how to be in this moment right now.
Yeah.
Because the trick is that,
But you see, I think these are intrusive thoughts. And being in the moment is about focusing on what you're doing. I think that's something else. It won't stop the intrusive thoughts. I am very focused. I'm very in the moment. I pay attention to what I'm doing and all that. No, I think the kind of meditations maybe I should listen to is anxiety, getting rid of anxiety, because I think there may be some underlying stressing about what's coming. Also, letting go of things, not reworking the past, reworking conversations
it's over. No amount of thinking is going to change
You
that.
are the world champion of letting go.
Thank you.
I can't.
It just serves no purpose to hang on to it.
I know.
So why do you do it?
It's a habit, a feeling. It's an emotion. Maybe there is a part of me that thinks I can still fix things. And
so do that. So start doing a few of those meditations. So what you now know, the one positive that we can take out of this is the few meditations that you've done with sleep meditations, and they definitely worked for you in terms of your sleep.
And I enjoyed them. I didn't find them banal or stupid at all, even though they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
I think all 5,000 sleep meditations on that app contain exactly the same script.
Yeah.
Most of them start with breathing. Few of them leave it out. Not all of them do the whole intense breathing through the nose, hold, let it out through your mouth. And then relax. Your jaw muscle especially. They love telling you to relax your jaw muscle. But it works. It does work. And I mean, of course, also from yoga, I know that I have a little routine where I tense up my muscles, starting in my toes.
Okay.
Because I feel if you really tense them, you can relax them much more easily. So that's how I relax all the muscles, working from my toes up to my
I love that.
my neck. But the one thing I detest is when they tell you to breathe deeply, you can feel the breath going into your toes. And once again, that's a kind of imagination thing that I can't imagine that. It doesn't go, it goes into my lungs. It stops at my lungs. The air doesn't, there are no channels.
Physiologically, this is impossible.
Yes, so I don't like that. That's one thing I don't like about the meditation.
Okay. So
I'd still try.
So maybe do some meditations on imagination as well, on creativity. See, anyway, these are things that we can work on for next time.
I'll honestly try to do a few more.
But the message that I'm getting from this, what you've done worked for you.
Yeah. So it can work. Yeah.
So let's see if
I'm not a guru yet,
works,
but
if it works on other things.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
Cool. Jaco, thank you very much. We'll catch up again in a week or two. Good. Sleep well. My child. Bye. I love the fact that although Jaco has not managed to get into a meditation routine, he does feel that the meditation he managed to do did indeed work for him. That is really great news and a good message for people who are contemplating meditating in the future. The meditation app we referred to in our conversation is an app called Insight Timer. It is, according to me, the most amazing meditation app. It has truly changed my meditation life. I cannot tell you how exactly it differs from other meditation apps, but I do know that I have tried others and could not relate to them. I fell in love with Insight Timer immediately and have invited at least 10 other people to use it so far, and they all do love it. It is also free. Hint, Insight Timer, how about sponsoring Meet Me in the Field? I trust that Jaco will, now that things are slowing down for him, get more time to commit to meditating and reaping its wonderful rewards. If you want to know more about what I do, please feel free to connect with me on my website, which is www.freddy.org.za, or find him on Facebook at www.facebook.com/freddy.org.za, or on Twitter at @RensburgFreddy. Remember that Freddy is also spelled with an IE at the end. The good news is that I've also now opened a Facebook page for Meet Me in the Field. So all you need to do is search for Meet Me in the Field in Facebook. I want to thank Jaco for his time and for sharing his experience with Meet Me in the Field. Thank you for listening. Be safe. Bye.